Hey, it's Levi, and welcome to Module 5, Creating Your Video Without Stress and Anxiety. As you've seen by now, the video arrives last on our list of priorities. There are far more important things to worry about, like why someone will be moved to support you, who is going to pledge, setting yourself up for success by setting the right goal amount, and what rewards will allow them to easily and effortlessly spend their maximum potential dollar amount to support you. Now that you've completed modules 1 through 4, your video is much easier to wrap your head around because all of the hard questions have been answered in previous steps. So here's the deal. Making your project's pitch video is a daunting task. Talking to a video camera can be as nerve-wracking as public speaking. Asking people for money can be even more terrifying. If you get hung up on what to say and how to say it, you're not alone. When you add a lack of experience making videos and fear of looking unprofessional to this already large list of negatives, you get overwhelmed, which causes you to procrastinate. What most people in this position end up with is a video that is just barely good enough because they think, hey, it's done, right? That's better than not having a video. This is a bad scenario to be in because other than actually talking to everybody in person, your video is your #1 tool for communicating to your potential backers. In this module, I'm going to show you how to prepare, structure, and organize your video approach to minimize procrastination, anxiety, and overthinking. By using a 3-part pitch video framework, you'll squeeze every ounce of potential out of your video in a fraction of the time, and with almost no stress. But before I show you the 3-part framework that will make easy work out of this daunting task, let me explain why it's so important to talk to the camera and tell the viewer your story. Imagine this. A video producer named Ted is commissioned by VH1 to tell the story of a burned-out rock star, once a worldwide sensation, now a meth head living in an alley. VH1 is taking phone pledges to raise money to send this burnout to rehabilitation so he can get his life back. Should Ted, the video producer, A, make an elaborate parody about the burnout chasing 2 street thugs who stole his cardboard box and shopping cart, only to find that it was all a dream and that he really doesn't live on the streets thanks to a twisted contract he signed with Rumpelstiltskin, which is all really just a clever parallel story to show the viewer that they can help by calling the TV station to pledge. Potentially entertaining? Yeah, but it's confusing, right? A wacky concept like this would distract from the reason you asked the viewer to visit the page. Or should Ted make a video that shows the viewer the good old days of this rock star's life and the work he put in to get there, then the struggles he went through that led to his demise, then interview footage of the burnout telling the viewer all the reasons he wants to live a clean, healthy life. Reasons like spending time with his granddaughter, learning to windsurf, and being a positive role model for his kids. As you probably guessed, the second scenario allows the viewer to see life from the burnout's perspective. They can relate to him by seeing parts of themselves in him and his story. This creates empathy between the viewer and the subject in the story. These are called connection points. The more you provide, the more opportunity you have to form a bond with your viewer. By choosing not to speak earnestly to the camera, you're relying on other elements of your project to do the heavy lifting that personal connection can provide you. This is why the vast majority of successful music crowdfunding projects use the story-focused, talking to the camera approach to creating their video. It's also why it's the style of video we'll help you create in this module.